Okay guys, today we're going to be showing you how to do your pelvic wedges. And so this exercise is for people that have rotation through their hips and pelvis. And so the wedges that you use at home, as well as that we have you laying on when you come in for your adjustment, that's to help pre-stress your hips and start to get those realigned and balance those out to where they need to be. And so one thing I want to point out here is when you get your wedges that you're using at home, there's different angles on there obviously. So if you have this angle, you want to make sure, number one, that they're both the same. So you don't want to be using your wedges. So this one's more kind of a gradual slope, and this one's a little bit more intense. So make sure that you have whatever you can handle, just make sure that you have equal on both sides. Okay, so if you can handle the more extreme one, then use that. If you need a little bit more gradual approach with your hips, then you can do that. And so you're going to have listed out, and just to clear this up, so what you're doing here in the office, what we train you to do when you get on the table, is going to be the opposite of what you're actually doing at home. Okay, and so on your home prescription sheet that we gave you, then you're going to have listed out on there right high, left low, or left high, right low, vice versa. And so I'm going to have Debbie demonstrate here where you're actually putting these wedges when you're using these at home. And so the best place to use these is laying on the floor, because it's going to be a firmer surface and you're going to get better results doing that. You can also use these in your bed, just laying on them in your bed if you're reading or something at night before you go to bed. Either way is fine. It just works a little bit better, laying on the floor. So I'm going to have Debbie, she's going to demonstrate on where you're actually putting these when you're using these at home. So do the right high, left low. And so she's got it set up. So the right one should be, if you feel the bump, there's a bump kind of right on the back upper part of your hip right there. That's more or less where you want the high one to be when you're at home. And then the low one's going to be kind of right on the lower aspect of your butt cheek. So she's doing an example of what a right high, a left low setup would look like at home. And so you're going to lay on those for 20 minutes or whatever you have listed out on your home prescription sheet. And that's how you do the pelvic wedges.